Hello, people of the world. What is behind me is the mainstream media. In this case, I have CNN on. I could change it to any cable news outlet. They're all giving us essentially the same information. So, what you need to know about with these gun shootings is that they're essentially a riddle of words coded in our English language. And this revelation came to me shortly after I turned 30 last year. So I've had this information for about a year. I've been studying it for a year. And the time I've been studying it, there's been a major upsurge in shootings in the media. And I've been recording a blog. It's, if you want to check it out, it's called free2findtruth.blogspot.com. Free to find truth. If you just search for that phrase, all is one clumped word in a new search engine, it'll come right up. Anyhow, this system of coding words into numbers is called gematria. Gematria. And as it happens, CNN and our language is all based on gematria. So let me get into that first. Try to go through this very quickly. Gematria was invented by Pythagoras, who invented the musical scale we still use today, who invented a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and several other mathematics principles. So a very important and influential person on all of us, whether we realize it or not. In his system, 26 is the God number. The English language runs 26 letters, and the word God is spelled G-O-D. That's 7 plus 15 plus 4 equals 26. So the language is 26 letters. The word God equals 26. Pythagoras said the God number was 26. Pythagoras also said a name should sum to 33. The word name is spelled N-A-M-E. That's 14 plus 1 plus 13 plus 5. Add that together, 33. There's another way to add. There's two methods for adding. There's the way we just did, and then there's a reduced method where instead of adding n is 14, you add n is 5 because 1 plus 4 equals 5. This is what you do in numerology. So you do this for all letters J through Z because that's 10 through 26, the double digit letters. The single digit letters stay the same. They're always just the digit they are no matter what method. J is 10, so it becomes 1 because 1 plus 0 is 1. K is 11, 1 plus 1 equals 2. L is 12, 1 plus 2 equals 3. And so on. You do this all the way through Z. Z is 26, 2 plus 6 becomes 8. So, when you do this, you start to find interesting things. For example, in the 50 states, only 3 states have 33 names. The first state, Delaware, the last state, Hawaii, and the 6th state, Massachusetts. And the reason Massachusetts is because the numerology of 33 is 3 plus 3 equals 6. And then just think about that, 33 states. And it goes beyond just the names. Delaware was established December 7th, 1787. 1 plus 2 plus 7 plus 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 7 equals 33. That's the date of Delaware added. That's how you find your life number. You take your birthday and add it that way. It's called your life number. So, the first state has a name of 33 and a date of birth, essentially, of 33. And it's not just that. Our flag, the Star-Spangled Banner, so many things have these 33 dates. And it's not just the United States. What this code is it's a code by the Freemasons. And as many people know, many of the founders of this country were Freemasons. They have a highest degree of 33. So anyway, CNN, for example, is one of many examples in our media of being a 33 establishment. It was founded in Atlanta, Georgia, on the 33rd parallel north. The abbreviation for Atlanta is ATL. That's 1 plus 20 plus 12. It sums to 33. It was founded by Robert Turner III, better known as Ted Turner. The name Robert sums to 33. It should be noted that the English language was written by a man named Robert Wilkinson and made famous by a poet named Robert Burns, both coming out of Scotland, where Freemasonry's from. So this Robert name, it's well rooted because it is a 33 name. So Robert Turner, the name Turner is 33. The third, his birthday is November 19th, 1938. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 1 plus 9 plus 3 plus 8. You sum his birthday, it also adds up to 33. So he has a first and last name that equals to 33. He's the third. He has a birthday that's 33. It makes you wonder if this is even his real name, his real birthday, or if maybe you get into a certain sect of society where you get to, have the status to run a media network and you get your credentials remade so it fits some characteristics. But anyway, take the New York Times, for example, established September 18th, 1851. 9 plus 1 plus 8 plus 1 plus 8 plus 5 plus 1 sums to 33. Newsweek. The word Newsweek equals 33. It was established in the year 33 at the bottom of the Great Depression. In the year 33, every single motorcycle company collapsed in this country, the bottom of the Great Depression, all but two, Harley and Indian. And yes, both those words equal 33. You can do this, you can apply this and check this if you do not believe me. I promise you it's all accurate. And it just goes on and on and on. But anyway, to bring it back to the gun shootings, which is what this is about, I'm going to tell you exactly why Ferguson is picked for the scene. It has to do with this gematria. So first I want to start with the victim's name, Michael. Michael happens to be a name that sums to 33. It comes from the Bible. The first book in the Bible is Genesis. Genesis equals 33. Of course, Jesus was crucified at 33, right? So, in all the shootings, it's been all about 33. Go back to Virginia Tech with Bush. This isn't just an Obama thing. All you people saying Obama, 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 this is way before Obama. This goes back to Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton was born Bill Blythe. He changed his name to Clinton, which sums to 33. Obama's from Hawaii, one of the 33 states. George W. Bush's birthday was July 6, 1946. Add it up. Yes, it sums to 33. He was a bonesman from Yale's Skull and Bones. The word bonesman equals 33. So, go back. Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman. The initials for Trayvon Martin are TM, like for trademark. That's 20 plus 13 equals 33. GZ is 7 plus 26, 33. Trayvon Martin was buried March 3rd. That's 3-3. Go to Sandy Hook. Listen to how Sandy Hook translates in numbers. N becomes 5. E becomes 5. W becomes 5. T becomes 2. O becomes 6. W becomes 5. N becomes 5. That sums to 33. And if you noticed, every number was 5, 5. All fives except for the 2 and 6. And it was reported that how many children died at Sandy Hook? 26, all shot between 3 and 11 times. 3 times 11 is 33. It's been all the shootings. The name Miller equals 33. Look at how often the name Michael and Miller have been used in the shootings. It's amazing. They use the same names over and over for locations, victims, shooter. NRA is 14 plus 18 plus 1, 33. Ruger sums to 33. So do many of the other gun manufacturers. You look at what year some of the companies were established, they were established in 33. A lot of this 33 stuff started then, or at least that's when they put their stamp on it. The word company itself equals 33. So, to go to Ferguson, Ferguson, first of all, people, is a town of 20,000 people. Have you ever been to a town of 20,000 people in the United States? It usually has a gas station, a diner, a post office, maybe a little antique store, and a tiny bar. And there's not riots in towns of 20,000. You can't find a town in this country where there's going to be a riot where they need to bring in military police and gas and all the stuff they've been showing on the media. This is how they do us. They make made-for-TV movies on our news and they tell us it's real. But really, it's just like a scene. It's a scene that they are creating and they are paying people to stand around. It is by design. It's been this way since the beginning. This is why there is this code of 33. It was established since the beginning. Our media is here to lead us in the direction they want us to go. And they can lead us through fear. You find that the acronym for AIDS equals 33. This whole Ebola scare right now is 33. Robin Williams was just murdered on a date that you would have written as 8, 11, 14. What is 8 plus 11 plus 14? 33. You see all through Hollywood, all through media, names equal 33. Dates of death equal 33. It's science, it's religion, it's geography. What it is it's the Freemasons have built this world around us, and they've been building it, and this is how they build it. People are panicking and going out and buying guns because they think they're going to be taken away. They're not. The name Ferguson sums to 42 in gematria. So does the word gun. So does the word war. So does the word sin. So does the word GPS. Think about that. We like GPS for navigation, but think about it from the perspective of the people who are watching us and spying and tracking us. 42 is supposed to be the meaning of life number. So when you start seeing that war, sin, gun equals 42, and you start thinking about who created this English language, you start to see that yes, the meaning of life to them was war. It was sin. It was gun, because that's all it's ever been. And that's all it's ever going to be until we wake up. And this is all about manipulating everybody. Half the country thinks they're going to get their guns taken away. Another part thinks their kids are going to get shot at school. People, it's okay to go back outside. People are good. This media is making us think otherwise. It's a lie. You just got to turn it off. I turned off the news over 10 years ago. I just bought it for this research I'm doing because it's perfect. What I found is that if you look at the majority of guests, no matter what issue they're presenting, their names sum so often to these magical numbers that they like, such as 33. And it tells me that there's an industry out there. They're battling for our minds. They want to control our minds, and that's what this is about. All these shootings, all this stuff they put in here, Ebola, it's all coded with the same numbers, and it's all fear tactics. There's a documentary out there on YouTube you can watch for free called Psy Wars, and it's not about the number 33, but right off the bat, like maybe within the first 5 minutes, it puts up a rule on the screen from the Army Field Manual, and it happens to be Rule 33-1, and it's about the psychological operations program that the Army wages. It all matches up. You start looking at our news anchors, lots of March 11th birthdays, 3/11 with 33 names, such as Sam Donaldson. Sam is 19 plus 1 plus 13. Think of old Uncle Sam.